We are still more than a year away from the 2020 presidential election, but candidates are already raising and spending money to try to get your vote. This week's second quarter financial reports for those in the running were released. They reveal a lot about how the campaigns are shaping up so far. Michelle Lee, who covers money and influence in politics for the Washington Post, joins us now to talk about some of the big takeaways from this report. Michelle, first of all, thanks so much for being with us. One of the biggest takeaways that you noted in the article you wrote was the fact that there is such a big gap between the top fundraisers and the rest of the Democratic candidates.
Yes, the gap was so stark. At the very top, you have 5 candidates: Mayor Pete Buttigieg from South Bend, Indiana, former Vice President Joe Biden, and then Senators Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Kamala Harris. They raised each more than $10 million. And then you have 17 candidates way far behind. Now, it's very early, as you noted, but it will be really interesting to see if any of those candidates at the lower end of the fundraisers can make up for any of that gap, because it's so big.
Let's talk about the Republican side of things, the re-election campaign for President Donald Trump. The haul that his camp has pulled in so far, I mean, that's a stark difference between what he has raised up to this point and even those top fundraisers on the Democratic side.
It really is. And what's unique about President Trump is that, unlike the presidents before him, he started raising money for his re-election campaign almost immediately after he became president. Other presidents would wait until the midterms were ended and then they would start raising money, but he really started as soon as he was elected president, so he's had a huge head start. And what President Trump is good at is raising money from both wealthy donors giving large checks to his campaign, and then from small dollar donors giving like $5, $10 at a time. So what the Democrats will have to overcome as they pick their nominee and try to go up against President Trump is to win both of those camps of donors, and that's not very easy.
This second quarter financial report also talked about not only how the candidates are raising money, but how they are spending it as well. And you noted in your article that a lot of them seem to be focused on investing digitally. What exactly does that mean?
Well, you have to win the digital game in order to be able to reach as many voters as possible and try to get your message out there. It's really important, especially right now, to be hiring the right staff, having a good and smart digital investment, doing the digital advertising, doing fundraising while online, because you're trying to catch steam among the voters who may not know you. And so much of the campaign right now is dependent on viral moments. So if you have a tweet that goes really big, if you have a great debate performance, then that could really rack up a lot of money and attention for you.
Michelle Lee with the Washington Post, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you.